But I think the RPGs, because that gets you caught up in the element. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
RPGs are like watching a movie,
Yeah.
right?
It's an interactive movie. You are correct.
Yeah. and you, because you're not one of these streamers, you're interactive, that makes it even better. You get what I'm saying? So that's why, me personally, you're needed in streaming. And I know you like doing the other stuff, which is what you're good at.
Yeah.
But bro, we need you streaming too. Though. We need you streaming, bro.
I appreciate it. Like,
I'm looking. I'm looking at
I just made affiliate. I just made affiliate yesterday, actually.
Oh, you did? Oh yeah, I seen that. With
I just made affiliate. I just
congrats,
made it,
bro.
And
congrats.
I really appreciate that, because between you, Legend, Black Ass Gamer, a lot of y'all who used to follow me on YouTube, which you still follow me on YouTube with the videos, but used to follow me with streaming on YouTube, have come back and start messing with me on Twitch. And Twitch is, I'm gonna be real, Twitch is a better format for streaming. It's no ifs, ands, or I'm done both.
It is.
It's no ifs, ands, buts about it. It's for gamers. I don't want to say by gamers, but it's primarily for gamers.
On Twitch, I think I was talking to somebody. Twitch, you could be yourself.
Yeah.
You don't have to stream video games. You could do the just chatting.
Yep.
You can do. There was this one girl I was watching on Twitch, and she would stream reading books.
Yeah, I seen that too. Yeah.
I mean, so Twitch is a streaming platform, not just for games, because you can just do a pull up, just chatting. Hey, I'm going to talk to you guys about boom, Crossfire, something that, you know what I mean. Once it gets in the rotation, and like I said, it's just like I said, I like YouTube. Don't get me wrong, because that's where I met you on YouTube, and I used to watch YouTube gaming. But I think Twitch right now is the new wave. You know what I'm saying?
No, Twitch
and that's
is
tight.
Twitch is the new wave. The wave. One of my favorite, and I mention her all the time, is Curious Joy. If you haven't followed Curious Joy, check out Curious Joy. You know what's so funny about it? Like, she's in her 30s.
I'll pull her up.
I actually seen her in real life at E3 2017.
Oh, damn.
I didn't even get a chance to say anything to her or nothing on that degree. But reason why I like her streams the most, her birthday is like, my birthday is March 23rd. Her birthday is March 24th, which is crazy. And she out here in LA too.
Oh, damn.
But it's crazy.
Oh, damn.
But anyway, what happens is she's like one of the only other people that I've seen that legit plays Final Fantasy. She loves Final Fantasy and RPGs, and she voices them over too. And I want to be that type of streamer. When you go to a person's stream, like, it makes me feel better. And I hope that when people watch my stuff, it does the same thing. Because when I go to her stream, she doesn't have drama. Like, if she got drama, she'd be like, move that drama out of here. She don't cuss. Like, she's friends with Andre the Black Nerd and Lamar Wilson. So,
that's tight.
And both of them, they live out here. I met Andre before. Like, I went to the Octopath Traveler event, and I think that was 20.
Hey, by the way, hey, real quick, is that game good?
Oh yes, yes. 225 hours in.
Okay, because they're having that sale. They're having a crazy sale on eShop, bro. Crazy sale on eShop.
Don't do me like that, bro. Don't do me.
Yeah. Crazy sale on the eShop, bro. Crazy sale. I almost hit you up the other day. I was like, Q is crazy.
These RPGs and these sales out here.
Yes.
Star Ocean is legit. Like, I always like Star Ocean. Mainly because, it's space. Like, I have an obsession with space, and I think my obsession with space comes down to it's endless. We don't know nothing.
Oh yeah.
So
space, space and the ocean are similar, right?
Yeah. We don't know. You're right. You right. We don't know nothing about the space. I mean, about ocean either, which is crazy.
Yeah. Star Ocean. Real quick, I've been wanting to ask you this. Does that come from Star Tropics?
No.
Yeah.
Star Tropics was Nintendo's exclusive RPG. It was like
I remember I love that game, bro.
It was like, well, yeah,
I
well, you
love it.
already know. It's just like, you know, what Star Tropics is more like Earthbound, or Earthbound is more like that, or Mother series
Okay, 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 okay.
than the Star Ocean is from the same people. You know, the Tales series.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
The Tales series and the Star also Triace, which does Star Ocean, and then the Tales team. They used to be one company. I forgot the name of the company, but they used to be joined together. That's why if you look at the battle systems, the character designs, and even like when you're playing, you know how when you're playing a Tales game and you can press the like select button, and then it'll bring up like the little conversations and stuff between the characters. Well, basically, that's the same type of thing that they both have because they were one company at one time. They broke apart in like the early 90s.
Okay.
They broke apart like the early 90s. But that's why the battle systems are both very similar, too.
How is Star Ocean? You liking it?
Like, this is the reboot of Star Ocean. And I like it. Like I bought Tales. You remember when I got the Tales of because you got me, appreciate it again. Tales of actually you got me the Star Ocean. In Tales of Vesperia, I went to the store and bought Tales of Vesperia, and I was playing Vesperia
that hard.
first. Huh?
You was grinding Tales of Vesperia hard, bro.
Well, you know what?
I
wasn't really
I would look on my
that's what was just crazy. I just had it open, the screen open while I was doing some other stuff because I like to listen to the
okay.
I like the openings.
Okay.
Can
we talk about something real quick?
That. I put 3 hours into it. It's solid. It's solid.
Let's talk about something real quick.
I'm ready.
What the hell is going on? Like having you as my friend does nothing for us on the Switch, dog. I just get to look at how many hours you've played a game, when you come online. Bro, Nintendo got it. They got to get it together. They got to get it together, Q. They got to get it.
My $20 is due this month, I think. I ain't gonna be able to play no Mario Kart Mondays. I mean, well, it's only $20, but I got to check what day it is.
Well, let me know, bro, because like I said, I ain't gonna. Come on, man. I'm due for a donation. But can we get the Switch online? You got any connects with Nintendo, Q? Can we get
you know what?
Switch
I don't.
online
Did I ever tell
bro?
you the funny story that in 2014 I had an interview with Nintendo and I was about to get the job, and I went through all 3 of these interviews. I wouldn't talk to one of the main people there. It was just gonna be a rap, like basically doing what I'm doing now, but it's gonna be full time. I was gonna be a vendor. And Nintendo has some pretty good. I don't have the book in front of me, but they got some pretty good ass perks from 401k. You can have up to a paid vacation 2 to 3 days, I think, in Hawaii. They'll pay for.
What?
Yes, they gave me the packet. They gave me a video and everything. But the reason why they did not hire me is because I was just about to start a YouTube channel. And I made the critical mistake of telling old boy, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel. He said, well, what's your YouTube channel about? I said, well, I'm gonna have it about, video games. He said, what kind of games? I'm like, I'm gonna be talking about PlayStation, I'm gonna be talking about Nintendo, all kind of games. He goes, well, I don't know how we feel exactly about you talking about all the other competition, but which they didn't like Nintendo is like Disney when it comes to that. They didn't want me talking about anything else. My homeboy actually had quit, and he told me to apply because I told him, I said, bro, like, get me in. He was like, he said, I quit. It's a hole there, so apply. And I applied, and that's how I went all the way through the ranks. And then, but it happens.
It happens.
I was hurt, but I feel that things happen for a reason because I also supposed to be a game tester as well. And
that's what I've been wanting to do. I've been wanting to do that. I've been wanting to do the game.
I got a homie that did that for 5 years, and he told me, he said, Q, you don't want to do it. And then he started breaking it down to me why. And he's like, you want to make games. He goes, I just sat here and tested the game for 8 hours a day. He goes, you're just going to be playing the same stage over and over and over. You're basically a peon. You're not going to have any, unless you are a QA designer, like you're the lead QA. You're just going to basically be in the lab on somebody else's stage. So for instance, like you playing Dragon Warrior 3, you're just going to be testing out the battle system on that particular stage. And say if you're like on that particular continent, you just grinding on that and you're reporting if any bugs are there. You're not getting a chance.
So you're not
playing the game.
Got you.
Yeah. You're not just playing the game for fun.
Gotcha.
Like they trick us with that, for real.
I probably wouldn't like that then.
Yeah, that's what he told me. I was like, and since then I got hired.
Oh damn.
In San Jose, matter of fact. At Namco. I got hired.
Yeah, dude, I posted a video on my YouTube. I was doing Postmates, and I zoomed on Bandai Namco. I know exactly where they're. I actually did the delivery there, and I asked, dude. I said, "Hey, man, y'all working on that new Metroid? What y'all working on up in there?" But yeah, I know exactly where Bandai Namco is. Yep. Right off of Montague, San Jose.
I had the job.
Crazy.
It's funny how life goes, and this is what we was talking about before about how life and shit and situations can go. I was messing with this girl at the time, and what happened was me and her was going through, the BS rigors of relationship and stuff. We was living together. Long story short, what ended up happening is I got hired, and I went to the interview, aced the interview, bro. Like real, me and my homeboy went. And I got the interview. I remember that you go in that office and there's a huge. This is back like 10 years ago, almost 15 years ago. And when you go inside the Namco office out there, it's like this big Mitsurugi statue, and they had it in their lobby. And then you go in the back, and then the dude he when you brought back, he asked me, so how many chairs were in the office in the lobby? I was like, oh.
Oh
8.
Damn!
I was like 8.
Did you?
He goes, how many? He said, what color were they? I was like, ooh, they were like a velvet, like a burgundy color. So what does WAN mean? I'm like, wireless access network. And what does LAN mean? I was like, local area network. So they start asking me these certain questions based upon what they, what I knew within that. And then they said, well, are you good with just sitting, in one spot all the time and playing a game and different things like this? And then he brought his homeboy in, which was the lead QA, and I got the job. But what had happened was I was going through some things at home. So I missed going the next day, going in when I was supposed to go. And I missed going in, and then I didn't end up taking the job. And he said, okay, well, so I applied again like 2-3 months later. Same shit happened. So then one more time, and the dude said, nah, we ain't messing with you because you don't know what you look like. You don't know what you want to do. And he was right. Because at the time, I did not know what I was doing. I was and I was 26, 27 at that time. Well, no, I was 25, about 25.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
I was playing, man. But
I didn't know what I was doing at that age.
So, exactly. See, that's... And again, that's one of them situations that happened for me where I had to sit back and think, it's good that it didn't happen at that time, because if I did get that job, my love for video games might not even be the same. Different things happen for different reasons. I might not even want to take the chance to design a game or anything. A game, because I'm going to be like, well, you know how this is. I don't want to do it because it's too hard, or is this. Some things happen for reasons.
Exactly. No, and that's like when you said about the video game tester thing. And like I said, the one thing I don't want to lose is my love for video games. Yeah. Like I said, it's therapy, man. Like you see me, I'll be grinding on that Tetris because it's therapy, bro. Tetris is literally therapy. I do that on 2K.
That's what I'll be doing on 2K.
Yeah. Yeah, it's therapy. Certain games that you play and only is therapy. You know what I'm saying? And it gets you away from the stress. That's what people don't know. Gaming is more than just, I'm playing a video game today. Nah, it takes you someplace you can't go. You know what I mean? That's why I tell people, even nowadays, I tell them I'm a gamer, dude. I love playing video games.
Yeah.
And if you haven't been playing them, you wouldn't. A lot of people don't understand. They just think, you're wasting your time. No, it's therapy. Therapy.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
I would like one day And it's happened a lot better. Like I say, one of my first videos ever on YouTube was it was story time, and I had a lame ass thumbnail up there, but you know, this is a minute ago. But it was Geek is the new black. And what I had meant by that was now being a geek is, and I actually got that from Blackish. Blackish is one of my favorite shows. I'm in love with Tracy Ellis Ross. Like that lady, I love Tracy Ellis Ross. Mainly
I think I seen that video you
with
posted.
Her awkwardness, huh?
Oh yeah, I think I seen that video you posted.
Oh, okay. Well, appreciate it, bro.
Yeah,
that was 2016 ish. Yeah, that was a minute ago.
I think it was an archive though. You still have that archived on your channel, right?
Yep. Yeah, you know what? I want to make sure I kept all of the old stuff, because I wanted people to see, hey, this is where this dude came from. You know, hey, you know, I always wanted to, because I do that with a lot of people, like Andre the Black Nerd, Curious Joy. I've done that with. He took his down. I don't know if you remember Ray from Equals 3.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
he had his. He used to basically, he did ridiculousness before ridiculousness did it, and he would make like he had like a comic book background and stuff. Now he's on Facebook, and he be getting a lot of views and stuff on Facebook. He's met Chappelle in real life and stuff. Like, I follow, me and him the same age, so I followed old boy and stuff. He was one of the things I looked at cause see, a lot of people don't realize, and I know how this segues, it's a whole nother different thing here, but you know how we get. A lot of people don't realize, and I'm a very small channel, but a lot of people don't realize when they want to do YouTube or when they want to do Twitch or when they want to do anything in life, what they don't realize is it takes research for shit. Like, I was researching YouTube from 2014 to 2016, and I was deciding what I wanted to do, and I didn't get real serious until 2016. So I started my channel in February, I think it is, and I didn't post my first video until April. And I know a lot of people say, oh, just jump out and do it, but by me being in my late 20s, early 30s when I started, you know, I was like, I want to go into it with some form of knowledge. Not that age particularly makes a difference with everything, but my mindset made a difference, because if I was 19 doing it, I know my mindset would be a lot of different than at 30 doing it, because I had more patience with it. And I would have probably quit already if I was a teenager doing it, because I'll be like, I'm not getting any subs. But I went and researched it. Ray, I looked up. Like I said, that's how I found Curious Joy. I already was messing with Andre, because Andre was like the premier dude for, from being black and being a nerd. And that's also where I got the name from, to be honest, because I'm more of a geek than being a nerd.
Me too.
It's a like, what is it that I seen? I know you probably ain't seen it before, that meme or that little picture where they show like the difference between geeks and nerds. This is not for everybody, of course, but typically, like, geeks like Star Wars, nerds like Star Trek. And Star Trek is because it's more factual, it's science based. Star Wars is more fantasy based. You know, geeks usually tend to like English and liberal arts and things more, and arts, and then nerds typically like numbers and different analytical things more. Like, I like numbers in RPGs, but I don't really care exactly where my hit percentage came from versus, how this particular power is going to help me.
Exactly. That's how I am. You know what's funny?
What's that?
I've been doing, like how you said you've been doing research for years. I think that's what I've been doing. But I've been doing it for a long time. Like, damn, if I get into streaming, what angle am I gonna come at? And that's what I've been doing. And I think I find that's weird. I didn't know that was the process you had went through.
I didn't start out doing it. I waited. I went and looked at a whole bunch of people, and I seen exactly what you just said. I seen what angle, like, again, I know I mention them a lot because they're within our age group, and I like their communities. Joy, Lamar Wilson, all of them have as well. And the thing is, they don't cuss. They're PG. It's hard for me to play a damn video game and not cuss. That's also why I took streaming off of YouTube and put it on Twitch, because I can be more me on Twitch, because I don't like dropping N-bombs all the time, but these be stupid as shit on 2K. How the ball gonna bounce and hang off the rim and then go back, and then at the end of a game when you're up, then they gonna start speeding up. Even if you on Pro or All-Star, they gonna start putting it on Hall of Fame at the end of the game because you're playing Luka Doncic. Hello, you Luka. Hey.
That's why I said Twitch is better, because you could be yourself on Twitch. Like
I don't try to get overindulgent with the F-bombs and N-bombs, but I didn't feel as comfortable saying certain things like that on YouTube, especially when my news and other shows were geared towards more of a everyone type of feel.
No, that makes sense. But yeah, like I said, I didn't know that was a thought process, because like I said, I watch you. I got other people I watch, and I'm like, you know what? Because I play video games. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm good at the games I play. So I'm like, you know what? You should stream it. My game, the game I'm playing like crazy, Legend of Zelda. Breath of the Wild is my favorite game, bro. I've been grinding it lately because, like I said, and now here we go off again. My thing in Legend of Zelda, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to just 100%. But this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get up all the way to where you got to fight Ganon, and I'm not going to fight.
Okay.
I'm waiting till the new one comes out. Then I'm gonna beat Ganon and start the new one, bro. I've always had that in my mind, because I said I don't want this game. Zelda to me is too fun, bro. Like I've never watched it. I don't know the ending.
So you haven't beat Breath of the Wild at all yet?
Nope. Oh. And I don't know the ending. I got close, but then I got close, but then like I said, I went through that stuff with me and my lady, and boom, my Switch I had to start all over. I had to get a new Switch and all that. But so that's where I'm at like right now, and I've been lagging because I've been playing other games. But like yesterday, I grinded out Zelda hard, because like right now I'm close to, I got 500 Karuk seeds. So I'm about to try to get the 900 Karuk seeds, max everything out, get everything, and then I'm gonna like I said, right to when I'm about to solve it, I'm not gonna solve it, because I want, like I said, I want this game to continue when I get the other game. And I know it's crazy, but that's the geek.
It's not like I know a lot of people who and done that. Not just with games too, but anime. Matter of fact, I think my girl did that with one of them anime. She did that. She was like, I'm not gonna watch it until afterwards. I want everything to come out, and then I'm just gonna binge watch it, because I don't want to. Was it Attack on Titan? I think it might have been Attack on Titan season 3.
Oh,
She's like, I don't want to watch it until everything is out. Yeah. I don't want to watch it until, like I said, so I can just enjoy it. My mom did the same thing. I got her on Game of Thrones, and me and her fought on that Game of Thrones, because she was mad because I got her into it on season 6. And so she sat there, and I gave her the access to the HBO Go and everything and stuff, and she ate it up. Like my mom's retired, so she ate it up. She was like, "Ooh, this is good." She loved a good show. At first she didn't like it, but then when it started getting into the actual story of it, that's when she started falling in love with it. And then she's like, "Why you make me watch this, boy? You have made me watch this show, and now it ain't no more." We like the same way on Power now. Power is getting crazy. I don't know if you watch Power.
Man, I'm so behind. I watched Power the first season, but I missed the last episode because, like I said, I went through some shit. So I'm on Power season 1, the last episode. How many seasons are they in?
6. Oh, you can eat that up real quick. You can eat this up quick. You can eat this up in, like, real talk. If you got a weekend, or I hate to say when people get sick, that's the best time to watch shit, is when you get sick or something. You eat that. Well, you know what I did real quick.
You know what I ate up last week, and I ended up buying the game because it is on sale. Like I said, the sale is crazy.
You trying to tempt me, homie?
The Witcher. The Witcher?
Don't tell. How much is The Witcher? How much is The Witcher?
Hold on. I'm playing Tetris right now. I'll let you know. Because I was going to buy it. It was $59, and I loaded up my eShop, and I was like, dude, I swear to God, this was just on sale. And I watched the show. And last week, I got, like you said, I got sick. And in about 2 days, I watched all 8. I don't like the 8-episode thing, but I watched it. And I was like, you know what? What's funny is I've never played the game.
That's what
I know it's out on the Switch.
I haven't either.
And I heard it's good. I heard it's good. Well, now I know the story. So this week I was chilling, and like I said, they dropped a crazy shop sale, bro. And I was like, please have The Witcher on sale because I really want to play that. Even though I'm in a Zelda grind, but I'm like, you know what? My backlog is crazy. But I believe it was $59. I was like, bro, I don't want to buy it for that. See, I'm the type, if I see a game on sale and I didn't get it for some reason, I have to wait until it goes on sale again. That's just, but I believe it was regular $59. I think they got it on sale for $29, $39. I got to double check. I'll double check. I'm on Tetris right now, but I'll double check. But bro, The Witcher, I binged that. It was tight.
Okay.
And like I said, I ain't gonna give you it all. I don't want to spoil it. I know you'll eventually get around to it.
You know, a lot of people say they're not spoiling type of people. I'm gonna be real. I don't like spoilers. It looked like people intentionally went and spoiled. Do you know? This is a confession I have, and I don't tell everybody this. And I mean, shit, I'm putting it online now, but it is what it is, y'all. I've never fully beat without codes. Put it this way, straight up, Final Fantasy VII, and Final Fantasy VII is my second favorite game of all time. And
wait, what'd you say? You never what? You got to repeat this, bro.
Okay, I never fully beat Final Fantasy VII without codes. So without no cheats. You remember Game Shark?
Dang. Yeah.
Like, I've beaten the game like 5 or 6 times. Don't get me wrong. I know what happens. I did all this good stuff and everything, but I never fully beat it. And the reason why I never fully beat it is because in 1997, you punk ass Petey, my homeboy that lived in the same building. We lived in the same cul-de-sac. It was three of us. We was all only child, so we all play RPGs and shit. He ate up games. You see my stats. You see my 600 hours in Fire Emblem. You seen I put 550 some hours into Persona 5. You see I got 300 hours into Legend of Zelda. It ain't your Legend of Zelda hours. You got me on there. But 200 something hours on Xenoblade 2, 200 something hours on Octopath Traveler. Like, I have an OCD when it comes to RPGs. This Negro, he ain't even black. This Italian dude, this cat, and he cool. He was my folks. But he was shitty. He went and beat the game and got to disc 1 so fast and beat it, like, within a day. Like, I didn't have a memory card. Like, when PlayStation first came out, I didn't have a memory card. I was broke. Like, I worked a summer job, had enough money to buy Final Fantasy VII, and I had to trade games in for it, bro. I had to trade Bugs Bunnies, Rabbit Rampage, Super Nintendo, Buster's, Tiny Toon Adventures, Buster Bust Loose, Sega Genesis. I traded Super Nintendo Maximum Carnage in, and then I traded like some Sega Genesis games, and I want to say I traded Booger Man in and Vector Man for and still had to drop $35 for Final Fantasy VII without the original case. This is the white copy ones. I had to trade that in just to get that. I didn't have enough money for a memory card. So I got all the way to the first part where Reno was. And Reno, if you recall, he put you in that stupid triangle shit. And you get locked in there and you got to use magic. I didn't know I had to use magic. Like, this was my first official Final Fantasy. Like, really jumping. Like, I played 6, but I played Chrono Trigger instead of playing Final Fantasy 6. Because they came out right around the same time. So who knows what my favorite game would be if I played the other one instead of the other one. So 7 was my first Final Fantasy. But anyway, Petey his mama bought him shit. Yeah, my mom was like, it was just me. I can't afford to get you all these games. The last system my mom bought me was Sega Genesis. And I didn't get that to 95. Not saying it was a bad thing. Look, we had bills. And my mom was always the kind of parent. She let me know straight up. You want a Christmas tree? Or you want one of these action figures? I can't afford to get you, a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh yeah.
So I went and bought the PlayStation. I worked that summer, and I bought the PlayStation, and I bought the Nintendo 64 at the same time. But I didn't, and it
There
was
you go.
used. But I didn't have enough money to buy a memory card. So Petey, I know I said all that to say this. You know what he did? He comes to tell me, sipping on the Pepsi. Sir, Eris dies. I said, what? Eris dies? Yes, she dies. So I was crushed. So what I did was, like, I liked Tifa at first.
Yeah.
Anyway, I liked Tifa at first. But when he told me that Eris dies, it made me have a bias. It made me start playing with Eris more. And then during this time I finally got a memory card, and I'm slow grinding, like this story. I'm slow grinding, trying to get, to it. The time I got to the City of Ancients and shit, I had went and bought a Game Shark, downloaded the codes, and resurrected Eris. So when I first beat the game, I had Eris and Tifa and Cloud in my party. But when you get ready to beat the game, Eris is not there. She doesn't exist on the world map. She only shows up in battle. And then what I did, I mean, if I'm cheating like that, I might as well just level up all the, the damn materia. So guess what I did? Right. I leveled up all the damn materia too. So I never fully beat. So I went back and kind of did that again. So I would play Final Fantasy VII like once a year or so, but I always get to a certain part, like to the North Crater. Like I got it on PlayStation 3. From PlayStation 1, and I'm on the North Crater. Yeah. But I didn't beat the game. Like I got there. It's not that it's hard. I just stopped playing because look, I already beat it. Yeah. But that's my tragic Final Fantasy VII tale. I need to go back and beat 8 and 7 because I was streaming those. If you remember, I just stopped playing the same thing. I'm already beating them. So.
Well, see, that's where I'm at with Dragon Quest 3. I love that game. Like I said, formerly Dragon Warrior, but Dragon Quest, because like I said, that game came out. I think it might have came out before Final Fantasy.
It did.
The very first Final Fantasy, and it was called Dragon Warrior.
I think it came out like 86.
Yeah, and anyway, I'm like I said, I'm grinding this Zelda, but you know what? I'm gonna get to Dragon. I'm gonna solve Dragon Quest, Dragon Warriors 3 to 9. But it's you can change your character's classes, which I like. So you can have a warrior, right? Mm-hmm. And you could change him to a mage or priest, and he can get healing. But then you start at level 1, so you got to grind him up. But the battles you can get a lot of experience points. So then if I change him back to a warrior, he's a warrior with healing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I like flipping them like that now.
So what I had to do was my warrior name I always use is Wolfgar. I've been using that name. Me and my brother have been using that name since I was born. So I grinded him. I was like, man, I want him to be more powerful because the lead character, is Ortega and all that. Mm. But the hero, I'm like, no, I want my warrior with healing. So what happens is I'm about to fight the Barama, the last dude, and I'm getting wiped out because my guys, everybody needs to heal. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm in the process of changing classes, and I did it late in the game, but I'm going back to it because I don't like to leave games unsolved, and this is one that I got.
See, I wish I didn't play the first one I played was 11. Do you remember I playing 11?
I remember. Yeah, I remember you. Yeah, I remember you.
And I should have waited. I knew it.
And that's what I did because I remember you. Actually, I learned it from you. You said, "Hey, bro, I remember that stream, and we were chopping up, and you said 11 because I was watching you, and you were like 11 is going to be coming out from the Switch because I think it was a rumor."
Yep.
So what I did is I said, you know what? I'm going to wait till it comes out for the Switch.
Yep.
And then what had happened was Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3, they re-released those. So I'm like, okay, let me solve Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3. And I kind of want them to re-release the other ones, but if they don't, it's cool. And then I'll go right into 11. So I remember that. I remember that stream you had because you were like, because I don't think you weren't going to double dip, remember?
Mm-mm. Well,
And
I
you're like,
want
man,
to eventually, but
right.
I mean, again, look, I haven't ever played The Witcher 3. I would rather get The Witcher 3 than to go out and get
Makes sense.
to
Makes sense.
get the same game that I already got. Especially, see, I
Yeah,
already
yeah,
traded
makes
it in anyway. Like I have no
Yeah.
shame of trading the game in. Like a lot of people hate GameStop.
Oh yeah,
I trade that shit in real
yeah,
quick.
you ain't. Oh, I love GameStop.
I
Hey,
trade
but
that
real
shit in
quick,
real
so I just checked. I just checked, bro. So Witcher was regular $59.99,
Mhm.
and I got to tell you this, because he's my man. They got it going for $41, bro.
Okay,
$41.99.
It's
not bad.
That's still not bad. That's $20
Yeah.
cheaper. That's $20 cheaper.
Yeah.
That's $20 cheaper.
What I do is I snatch these games because my backlog is tore up. Like I said, we already talked about that. My backlog is gone. I wanted to play games when I was in Texas, but my parents ain't got no internet, bro.
Yeah.
So I was like, rip. And I was like, so, but like I said, I picked it up. The series is tight. No spoilers.
Okay, thank you.
I know you'll get it. I know you'll get around to it. But I've never played the game. Yeah, I know you'll get.
I'm gonna get.
But
matter of fact, I gotta get. You know what happens is even like on the YouTube front. What happens is certain things. I start having to take it and put it on a particular day, because that's what the process of doing is, because I don't want to have to live my life to a schedule, but by doing YouTube and doing work and adulting and all this stuff, I have to a degree, because I do my game. My channel is primarily games. That's where my heart and soul is. However, the whole reason that the name of the channel is Geek, Games, Entertainment, Anime, and Comedy, is because I don't always play games. Like now, I haven't been like the only game you see me on is that 2K. I have not been. Well, see, we ain't even jumped into that yet, and I have not been even playing 2K. I mean, I haven't been playing any other game. Star Ocean, I streamed it last month, and I got to go back. I got to go back, but I have a problem with getting a whole bunch of RPGs and not playing them, and then I'm gonna have to limit certain games to at least 100 hours. I know that sounds crazy, but at least 100.
Well, I give you. You know, you the king. You the king of because this is the game you grinded out. Fire Emblem.
Yeah. Oh,
how many hours?
I was not joking.
That's what I knew. I knew you was an RPG dude, but I haven't even started Fire Emblem. That's how backed up I am, bro. But I knew you was a fool.
Fire Emblem for you then. Fire Emblem takes over your life.
I know. I knew you was a fool. When I would, dude, I tell you, I would be coming online. I look at my friends, Q Fire Emblem, Q Fire Emblem, Q Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
Then you stream it. I said, this is the RPG King. That's the name I gave you. I said, that's the name I gave you. The RPG King.
I'm on it.
You grinded the hell out of that Fire Emblem.
I did.
I said he played it enough for me. Oh, man, you was no dope.
The homegirl Mandy, she was clowning. She goes, because I always go to her stream and be and say something about Tifa, like her Joy. I always go there, connects. Baby, you know, they laugh at me because anytime it has to do with Tifa, that's my baby.
Yeah,
that's my girl.
That's your girl, bro.
Yo, Tifa can cook. Tifa got them hands. HANDZ. Yeah, I know she got them tatas too. But it ain't all about the titties. Man. That's why I like Tifa. Tifa is legitimately Mary Jane. She's legit your girl next door. Tifa is the woman that you want. But Cloud be fucking up like we do in real life. Like, seriously, think about Cloud. Cloud's a fuck up.
I know.
Cloud's in love with a dead woman. His homies girl. When his girl that he did all that shit for, like Cloud legit did everything for Tifa, and then when he get her and she got his back, he want to say, you know what? I don't know if I want to mess with you right now. You know what? you probably have to prove yourself to me. Now, as soon as the moment Tifa go out there and start looking at Barrett, or she get a little Vincent in her life, this nigga's cloud's gonna trip. But they always clown me because Mandy be saying, because I will go in there and I'll be like, thirst mode, activate, because if they got some characters, and I'll be like, get a little thirsty from a Tifa. But she's like, she said, your thirst mode is ridiculous. Mandy was saying this. She said, because she said, who goes and gets all the waifus in Fire Emblem and makes a video about them? Like, you beat the game like 14, 15 times, and then you just got the marriages. And I'm only missing 2 marriages. I'm missing the Hilda marriage, which I actually did. I just didn't record it. And I saved over I made a trick of that. The trick it's a critical part in the game where you can decide who you want to marry in the church route.
Oh, damn.
And so I made an extra save spot. So what I did was before I beat the game, what I did was I just went back. Yeah, and I changed who I wanted.
Yeah.
So that's how I did, because I was like, not everybody's gonna have that OCD, craziness to go back and forth to these damn, waifus like I do. But somebody else might want to see it. So I'm put a little variety, put a little spice on it. But yeah, I was laughing though, bro. Door. That's my favorite.
I like Q. Q is the RPG king. Remember, I gave you that.
Yeah, I remember.
Because I was like, this brother got Fire Emblem, and he was just gone.
That's it.
And I was like, this is consuming him like the dark side consumed Luke in a good way. Well, the dark side almost consumed. Well, like the dark side consumed Anakin. I was like, man, Q is on this Fire Emblem. And I just be laughing. I come online, Fire Emblem. You was on it. And then you stream it. Your stream was lit, though. Because I think you were the only streamer. Remember, you turned off the volume.
Yeah.
And that was creative.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it.
Because like I said, because they had voice acting, right? So there was no need. Yeah, I think you took out your face cam and your voice, and it worked. It worked.
I was trying to double down on it because I use the footage too, and I don't always want my face in it, and what happens too is I actually like even if you notice, a lot of people, and maybe it'll get different one day, I don't know, but a lot of people when they stream, they have the chat. I know the people in the chat like to see the chat. I don't like that. I don't like the chat showing up on the stream. It might change. I ain't gonna say that it's not, because I understand that people like to see their accolades and they like to see themselves talking. But if I'm re-recording this, because I make a lot of different parodies and shit, so I don't want that on there. I think that it takes away from the game. It takes away from me, and it takes away from the game. That's why I go the green screen route a lot of times. Is because I want the focus to be on me and the game. And when I'm playing an RPG like that, I wanted to stream it, but I didn't want it to hinder, because a lot of people don't stream. Shout out to my dude Shifty. He didn't want to stream Fire Emblem, and I understood it because that's his series. And he said that he didn't want to stream it because he wanted to have that personal relationship with without somebody spoiling. And I said, I respect it, because a lot of people, other streamers and stuff, they was not knocking me for not showing my face or anything, but they were like, I wouldn't show my face. If I can't show my face, there's no need for me to stream. I said, that's not necessarily true for me, because I was contacting y'all on the thing. I still was here. It's just that you were chatting. Relax. Yeah. I was laying in the bed playing it a few times. I was in the chair chilling a few times.
And that's how you're supposed to play games.
Yeah.
But see that game like that game, it speaks for itself. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? That game you don't need. And see, that's like I said, that's the part where I said how you make it personal. You're streaming that game. How, to me, that's how it's supposed to be streamed, in my opinion. How you streamed it was how that game was supposed to be.
No, I appreciate that. Yeah, I was because I did certain parts of the game. You didn't need my reaction.
exactly.
And I didn't
The
need,
game, the
and
game
I
is
didn't need,
set.
I didn't need anyone to backseat game me or anything, or
Exactly.
because when people see your face and your voice, and
Oh yeah,
believe it or not, I had like 5 or 6 people come in there, and I was tripping.
yeah.
And a lot of
That.
y'all who come in there, they said, like, when I was playing Star Ocean, voice legend, he sat there for 6 hours with me the whole time, and he was like, "Oh, it's cool, man." He go, "Me and my brother used to play this game." He's like, he said, because it has the voice acting, it's cool just to sit. It's like you're really watching a story.
Exactly, and that. Remember, I said that earlier.
Yeah, you
It's
did.
like a story.
Mm-hmm.
Some games, like I said, you just want to come in and just watch a story, and that's why, like I said. But yeah, that game, you handled that game right. You did you because I remember I'm the viewer, so I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
Q handled this game right.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I want to do something that's, for me, I really we mentioned this before. Well, I think I mentioned it before earlier about if you had seen the Dave Chappelle Mark Twain Awards, and basically what I took from it is, because I didn't like Dave Chappelle at first. Dave Chappelle is one of my favorite. He's my favorite comedian of all time, and I didn't like him at first. I used to, my homeboy, my college roommate, he introduced me to Dave Chappelle, and I was not feeling this dude at first, because I was like, I told him straight up, I said, "Bro, Dave Chappelle is not funny to me. This nigga is the Black Seinfeld." And he was like, "Yeah, man, you don't know what you're talking about." But guess what? I didn't know what I was talking about, because what happened was, I moved to San Jose. I went to, I know you remember that place, Rasputin's.
Oh yeah, I go there. I go there every day. Is it still open? I still go there.
It's still open?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Baskin.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I went there and I bought the seasons of Chappelle Show, and I bought the season of Boondocks. And it's unfortunate at this time, and I was living in corporate America at this time. Like, I've always been black, of course. But when you black in America, we got to teach our own selves history. They don't teach us history.
Oh yeah, that's another story to talk about.
They don't teach us history and stuff.
Nope.
So what I had to do is I went, and this is when I went, like I told you before, or I mentioned before, I won't say I told you before, but we were talking about it. My mom didn't let me listen to rap when I was younger. So I didn't listen to rap until I was grown. And I listened to, if I did, I had to sneak it, which I'm glad that I did now in hindsight. So I remember when Tupac died in 96. I was in junior high school. High school. I was sitting in science class, and Iris, with her pretty-eyed ass, she was crying. And I'm like, what is she crying? Like, I knew who Pac was, but I didn't know the cultural significance that he made. So I say that to say this. During that time, I was going through corporate America. And corporate America means, at that job I was working at, it was some token black folks, and I was the token black dude, because my pronunciations of words. I used to be in the daytime. All the Mexican folks, they had working early in the morning, and all the white folks and the Asians were the bosses. So I was able to listen to music. So what I did is to strengthen myself, I went real black. So I started all my books, like if I turn around right here, I start really going into digging into the history of how we've shaped America and different things, and this. And that's also what made me want to make not every character that I've created black, but to paint it in the perspective of a black person. And that's what also made me say, like, I want to be the person to make the first, like, Final Fantasy is ridiculous. Final Fantasy should have had a black person as their lead protagonist already. Let's stop with the bullshit. Final Fantasy should have already had a lead black person. Barrett, stereotypical. And Barrett's my dude. Shaz from Final Fantasy 13. No. Stereotypical.
No,
we should have had him, like, right now, right now as we speak, I'm doing the Who's That Black Person, and the list of black video game characters is really trash. So I wanted to see us and minorities, Mexican folks, Asian. You know what's funny? Because Asians don't even be in their own games.
No.
Japanese folks don't even be in their own games. They have what I like to call Caucasian, where they know that they're gonna make more money if they sell to the United States and they sell to the UK because blonde hair, blue eyes. So they know that it's going to. That's why a lot of their characters don't look like them. Like Goku don't look Japanese.
No, he don't. But
Goku
see, the thing is,
Japanese,
there's nothing wrong with you doing that because every other culture puts their race in a perspective. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong putting you there because, like I said, black people, what do we look at? Athletes and rappers. That's the quote people.
Yeah, comedians, entertainers.
But dude, we play video games too. Look at one of the best. What is one of the best to me? To me, the best. What was the best Grand Theft Auto?
Oh, hands down, man down, San Andreas.
Who was the lead character?
CJ, asshole.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Oh, I wish they get Grand Theft Auto on the Switch, bro. I played the hell out of Santa.
That shouldn't have even been a spinoff like Vice City. That really should have been Grand Theft Auto 4. Get my dude Nico Bellic. That should have been
Nico. That was
San Andreas should have been 4 because they keep going back there.
San Andreas was the best. I don't care what nobody says. GTA 5 was tight. I solved it.
It is.
I finished it, but San Andreas was the best one. But like I said, we should have more black characters in games, but not portraying that side. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You just look at it, and I'm gonna go out. I'm spinning off now. I can probably count on both my hands, how many black superheroes we have.
Yeah, you probably could. Yeah, I'm sure.
You get what I'm saying? And it's like
it's not that many.
We should have more black superheroes.
Name one.
You know what I'm saying?
Name a lead protagonist in anime that's black. A lead. A lead.
I can't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And Black Dynamite really don't count, and neither does Huey or Riley from Boondocks because that's considered more of a cartoon.
Yeah, cartoon. Yeah.
I will say. Yeah, I don't. Maybe I will say this, and that just came out. Shout out to LaShawn Thomas with Cannon Busters, Philly the Kid. But then again, my only gripe, and that's my dude, and I still got to. And they did it with. My only gripe about my only gripe about Cannon Busters is Philly the Kid was like a gumbo pot of every character. He was Vash the Stampede. He was I'm gonna say Cloud, but he had a little cloud in him. He did have a little spike in him. Like he was just too big of a combination of like he didn't really have his own persona. And to me personally, it ain't no knock to. I'm always happy to see somebody make it because LaShawn Thomas LaShawn made it. In Black Ant, he made it. That means that it's Ashley Woods out there making pictures for I'm gonna say Loretta Devine. Oh my God, I wonder what made me say Loretta Devine. She out there making pictures and stuff. Professionally and selling and starting comic books. What Ashley Woods was doing. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Ashley Woods' art, but check her out. Like she's got RPG backgrounds and stuff too, and she's assistant. She out there making other things, and she did a comic book for the girl who's Rue from Game of Thrones. From help me out here. With Candace. What was that? Hunger Games. With Hunger Games.
Yeah.
So for the girl Rue, she did a comic book for her. So she drew and helped her write her book. So shout out to the folks who's out there doing it. So I ain't gonna never knock nobody doing it but my thing was with Philly the Kid, I just didn't resonate with him that much because he was such a big combination of everybody else. And then that whole have you seen it? Have you
I've seen a little bit. I've seen a little bit of it.
Okay. You see, so I won't spoil nothing, but I will. For me, what had happened was the whole him stinking bothered me. that I understood what he was doing with that. Because he was always, you might have seen it on the first
so
episode, they kept on talking about, oh, he stank. Ooh, he stink. Oh, he's musty.
Yeah.
And I understood what he was doing because he died so many times. If you died a lot, you would smell like death. But
exactly.
I just didn't think that was, for me, that was necessary to overemphasize that he was stinking so much it took away from his character. Like, I didn't know what he was doing. He had too much. He was too much to going on with.
And also, I forgot one of my favorites, Afro Samurai.
Oh yeah, Afro Samurai lit, yeah.
Lit. But we don't get a lot of, and I don't know why. I mean, like I said, it's the perception of black people. Is it the perception? Like I said, we got to break that stereotype has to get broken down, man.
You know what else it is?
It has
too is when we do get the opportunity, and that's what I will say about Cannon Busters that I do like. When you do get the opportunity, it's not. When we do, a lot of times we make it so pro-black that it runs everybody away. And
true.
That's something it is something we as the African American community, as creators and stuff, we always knock everybody else for doing the same thing that we end up eventually doing is oh well, they don't have no other race or person. Well, let's be real. Not everybody in the world is black. So if you create a universe, not everybody's going to be black. And you should be able to incorporate white people, Asians, Hispanic folks into your story, Middle Eastern, different races and different things of people, diversity into it. That's I couldn't even get the words. I don't particularly like series like that, and I know a lot of folks that do it. Some things go good, but we need to steer away, because I had to restructure my own stories and stuff from making it it's the white folks, they taking over. I'm tired of
exactly
movies and Nazi movies and stories. Like, come on.
But you know what was refreshing was the Black Panther.
Yeah, it was.
That was the refreshing movie, because you know what? It kept to the comic books. Like I said, Black Panther was the first black superhero. People don't know that. Created by Jack King Kirby. Shouts out to Jack King Kirby art. And I was just so happy that they did Black Panther. They kept it black, but it showed us, because you got to look at it, and I don't want to go into all this, but who was the first people to walk the earth? Pyramids. Black people have always been powerful, bro. And it's like that Black Panther movie did it for me. I was like, cool. But I don't know why folks left on Blade, man. Blade 1 and 2 are classics. Blade come on right now, Q. I'll watch it right now.
Yeah.
Even though I hate commercials, but I'll watch it. Blade 1 and 2 are classics. Classics. But like I said, we just need more black. We need more black in everything, but not like how you said, where it's getting to the black, you know what I mean? Like, oh, the white person. We got to stay away from that and just tell the story. You get what I'm saying? And just tell the story. That's what I'm looking at.
See, my mom was she wanted to see, I remember, what was it? What was the movie that just came out? What was the one? Was the not Harriet Tubman? It might have.
No,
you know what I'm talking about. The movie that just came out. The Railroad. Damn, what is called?
Yeah. I think that is Harriet Tubman, right?
Okay. Yeah. See, I was looking. That sounds too bad. Goodness. But yeah, it was Harriet Tubman, because I was thinking. I don't know why I got her and Rosa Parks confused for a second there, but it was the Harriet Tubman movie. I didn't want to see it. Because I told her I was gonna go see Star Wars. I was like, I'm just gonna go see Star Wars. If you want to go, I'll drop you off. You can watch it, and I'll watch Star Wars. But
my mom wanted to see that. I was like, no, I'm cool.
Yeah, I'm tired of slave movies. We get it. Our ancestors were slaves.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm tired of the representation of the only time black folks win awards is when or when we're slaves.
Exactly.
Or help.
Exactly.
We as communities need to branch away from that as well, even in our own writings and different things. And I'm tired of Nazi movies. I'm tired of Nazis. Like, okay, shit.
Nazi movies are everywhere. Yeah, we got to move on from Nazi movies. That like you just said, yeah, the black movie, like I said, niggas, slaves. We know it. I know where we come from, and I don't like it because that shit pisses me off too.
Yeah.
Like I said, you seeing all that shit. Yeah, I know what we went through.
Yep.
We got to uplift it. But yeah, the Nazi movies, R.I.P. to all Nazi movies.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Rest
like I said, that's just the redundant.
All slave movies too. I'm good off of y'all.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I'm good off of y'all.
Yeah,
like I had a friend that was making a story, and he had the white people just directly being enemy. And I'm like, bruh.
Yeah, we've been there, done that.
Me and another homeboy was like, bro, how do you feel? You're not just marketing. What's the sad thing about it, which you already know? You're not just feeling MRJ. Look, bro.
Yeah,
Myron, bro. We are the minority already, but the geeks within our community are even more of a minority. We just are getting a voice. So if you're making something that you want to sell and mass produce, like we just talking about Cross, his love interest, well, he has a black love interest, but he also has a white love interest and another race love interest. That's a different species. We're doing that is, and his friends are different races. It's not just this in the hood, and he just it's just because it's not gonna sell. I hate to say it. It's not going to sell because a lot of us are still on that mindset where, and I'm not knocking us as folks because we've come a long way with things like I said, geek is the new black, but a lot of the black community is still ostracizing geekdom. Hello. You like, like I said again, I ain't get no play in high school because I was liking Dragon Ball Z when everybody else was listening to the Chronic 2001. Not that nothing wrong with the Chronic 2001. It's one of my favorite albums, but nobody was giving me no play because this. Hello.
And then you
like
gotta
Dragon
look
Ball?
at this.
You ain't playing Madden? You ain't playing Call of Duty? Ugh, you playing video game? What is this? Are you reading? This nigga's white. He's smart.
And then look at the climate, like you just said. Like the climate you just said. Okay, say you do a movie where the white people is hating the black, or you pitting whites against the blacks. You know how many interracial couples, like crazy, like that's the new thing these days. Mm-hmm. So say I go to the movie and I'm with a white woman, and I'm watching a movie. That's some awkward ass shit, right? Mm-hmm. Like we got to go home after this. If we got kids, we got to get what I'm saying. So we got to get away from that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, black people ain't play. Get what I'm saying?
Oh,
you got to get away from it.
I know.
Got to get away from it. Push that out there.
Yeah, I had to restructure my story. Well, I was telling you a little bit about refugee earlier. I had to restructure that because I was doing the same thing. I'm not even going to sit there. I'm not exempt. I was doing the same shit, and I had it. The main protagonist was black, and then I had the antagonists. They were white, and then the whole empire was white, and they were coming down on the black people. And I said, you know what? I'm tired of that. I don't want to digest another story that's the same thing over and over over again. But
subconsciously, we're fed that. Mm-hmm. So that's where, like me, when I'm writing subconsciously, it goes that way. And you got to pull yourself out because we've been fed that bullshit from the gate. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So subconsciously, and you just got to, let me get out of that. Because like I said, the root of everything is a great story, right? Mm-hmm. Look at why I have Star Wars stand the test of times. It's a great story. Mm-hmm. Jedis and Sith.
Yeah.
Good and bad. That's just, and like I said, at the end of the day, I look at a great story. When I read comic books, it has to be the story. And then, like you said earlier, when we were talking, the origin. You got to get me with the origin of somebody because that keeps me like, okay, like Wolverine's origin, dope. Mm-hmm. Batman's origin, dope. Yep. Spider-Man's origin, dope. Yep. Superman's origin, dope. Mm-hmm. It's the origin, bro. So, like I said, and then, so story, origin, and then like you said, you gotta have a villain, man. You got to have a motherfucker or somebody that, damn, this dude is crazy. And I'm gonna revert back to Black Panther. Black Panther had all that plus more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, Killmonger. That movie wasn't even Black
Panther.
That wasn't nothing about T'Challa. That wasn't nothing about T'Challa. That was
exactly
all Killmonger. That whole
there you
movie
go.
was that might as well have been Black Panther, Michael B. Jordan. That's what it was.
And that's what made the movie, because people, you find yourself like, damn, Killmonger is hard. Look where he came from. Real quick, I'm gonna jump to another movie that a lot of people slept on. That to me was one of the dopest movies. Was The Joker.
Oh, Joker was.
I don't care what nobody says.
Yeah, no.
I don't care what nobody says. The Joker was lit, because you got into how in his mind how he became the Joker. And remember, Joker, if you look at it, Joker's never had an origin story. Comic books never had an origin story. They tried, but this gave him an origin story.
Yeah, it's always
right.
Changed.
So, like I said, with how they did this Joker, I'm anxious. They have to. The public's demanding it. You got to do Joker and Batman, because it shows you. It's just I watched that movie, and a lot of people, I didn't like it because y'all was checking for Batman. Y'all wanted to see action. If y'all would have went in like me, one of my expertise is comic book. But when I go and watch these movies, because I usually know about the heroes and the villains, I'm going there like I know nothing.
Yep.
And when I'm sitting there and I don't want the movie to end, and I'm already an hour and a half, 2 hours in, that's a good movie.
Yeah.
Good movie. Good movie.
I really enjoyed the Joker. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the Joker. And I said this before, I'm gonna say it again. If DC does not use the Joker in this upcoming Batman, or at least not even in this one, if they do not use Phoenix, they do not use Joaquin Phoenix, they're missing. I know they said that it's a standalone movie. You cannot have this Joker be that good and not pair him up with a new Batman. Yeah. That's also why I think he's missing in action. They don't have a new Joker. They got every other villain in that movie that's coming out, but they do not have Joker.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
So you know the Twilight guy is the new Batman. What are your thoughts on that?
You know what? I think that he's gonna be all right. Believe it or not, I actually think that he's gonna be solid. I know it might sound crazy.
You know what?
But
no.
I think that he's going to. I didn't like him at first when I first heard of it, because I was like, he's gonna be sparkling and shit. But I feel that it's gonna be all right because of the fact that he
can act.
He can act, and he's young. We can grow with him.
That's the
same thing. That's what I like. I like to grow with my comic book characters now.
Yeah. You know what I wanted them to do with it?
What's that?
You guys should just go ahead. You guys should have just did Batman Beyond. He looks perfect for Batman.
He could have been Terry. He would have been. You're right. He would have been a better.
He looks, bro. He looks perfect. I love.
Really would have been a good.
Yeah. Because that's one thing I'm good at, casting. Man, we already talked about it. Who we think should be the next Wolverine. But he would have been perfect for Batman Beyond. But I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm just a Batman fan. Because we already know. I think you came to me first. Who we thought would be a good Wolverine.
Oh,
remember you were like Kit, and I was like,
yeah, I thought Kit Harington would have been a
and then I was like, and I looked at him.
What's his name?
I looked at his height, and I was like, damn, Q nailed that one.
Yeah,
he would have been perfect.
You want to know what's so funny? You know who actually told me that? My mom is the one who said that.
Oh wow!
When I told you I got her up on Game of Thrones, and she goes, "He looks like Wolverine." I think it was the Battle of the Bastards. She said that on, and I was looking at it, and I said, "I need to make a video about that."
Because I remember, and I looked. He's not that tall, and he would be a young Logan. Oh man, ooh, that's why I got to get on my game. I got to get on my writing, bro, because I got all types.
He's 5'8", so he's just a regular.
Yeah,
he was a regular dude. Like that's why they all clowned him on the on the damn show, because he was short.
Yeah, because I think Jackman was 6'1". I never liked Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. I'll tell people.
No,
people,
neither did I.
Too tall. He was too tall, and I watched Logan. I watched Logan the other day. It was good. Wolverine is short, man. Wolverine's 5'3", 250 pounds.
Yes, sir.
With the
Thank you for somebody else appreciate and realizing this. You know.
Yeah. Wolverine's a little guy, man.
Yeah.
And the adamantium makes him. So I mean, I don't know, but then I always know that the comics aren't like the movies, and that's when I take a step back.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it took me a while to do
it's
that
interesting
because I did not I used to get so upset about it when it came to that. It's mainly because Fox destroyed the X-Men. You remember back in the day? People don't realize this. The Avengers are not as good as the X-Men. The X-Men were the premier everything. The Avengers only made it big because of Disney. Disney pumped up the Avengers. Fox on the X-Men.
The top superhero groups were the X-Men, and now you know who they really got killed? Never has made a good Fantastic Four.
No, you're right.
Fantastic Four got murdered, and let me tell you something. I've been writing like cliff notes on the Fantastic Four. I could tell you, they hire me right now. I'll tell you how they can make a great Fantastic Four movie. Oh, yeah. I got it. A great Fantastic Four movie. Easy. This is all you got to do. Get the casting right. Mm-hmm. Quit making Dr. Doom. Make Dr. Doom who he is. Dr. Doom is the equivalent to Iron Man. His suit is made. Dr. Doom uses science and technology. He should have a suit like Iron Man. That. People can look it up. Mm-hmm. Number 2, the villain they want to use, or the antagonist, use Prince Namor, the Submariner. Mm-hmm. Quote unquote, the first mutant ever. Mm-hmm. I don't give that shit about Apocalypse. Yeah, Apocalypse, I just called him the fierce mutant because I knew his backlog. But you want to use Prince Namor. Prince Namor was in love with Sue Storm. You got it right there. Mm-hmm. You got it right there. That's a little bit of conflict. Mm-hmm. So you can use Prince Namor fighting the Fantastic Four, whatever, and then you could bring in another villain. Boom, right there.
Like
that's a movie.
Bring in the Mole Man trying to do something, and that's interfering with Namor, and that's when you realize that he's not Namor is only fighting with the Fantastic Four because he's in love with Sue, and Sue was attracted to him while he was in his human form. Yeah, there you go. Right there. Yeah. We
can write it. That's a movie.
Yeah.
That's a movie.
Yeah.
That's a movie.
See now
they keep messing around, but.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I was about to say something about the X-Men, but go ahead. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. I was going on that. Like you said, they destroyed the X-Men, bro.
I was going to say. I mentioned this before. I'm gonna say quickly on this one. Take it back. You got to reboot it now. You got to reboot. The Fox destroyed it. We can't use the first class again. But you take this shit back, and you don't make Magneto the main character, the main villain. Make Juggernaut the main character, and then what you're going to do is you're going to focus on Charles Xavier and how he's building up his X-Men, but instead of doing the stupid thing of what Fox did with the first class is change it. What you do is you start with Marvel Girl, a.k.a. Jean Grey. You start with Cyclops. You start with Angel, Worthington III. You start with my dude. He was my favorite out of all of the original 5 X-Men. Bobby Drake, Iceman, and because a lot of people didn't like this. I didn't mind it because but a lot of people didn't like this. Before I say that, I'm gonna say Beast, also by Beast, Henry Hank McCoy. I do like Beast. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah.
But then you can openly make Bobby Drake gay, like they want to, which they did in the comics. A lot of people was pissed off about that. I actually didn't think it was that bad. I do think the way they delivered it was bad, but I think that him being gay would explain certain things, and then that would also open up, like especially take it out of the comic concept now, because they are Marvel and did what they want to do anyway. But if they incorporated that in the new movie, this is the 2020. The time the movie come out be 2021. People, I don't want to say, people are more accepting now of the LGBT community than they were years ago. So in movies are stronger than the books. So
right.
the comics are just the scripts now, really. Same thing with video games and stuff. Now you see video games and stuff becoming shows and everything else. But so right here, you got those 5 characters, 6, with 6, and then you focus on Xavier's history. And then what you do is you show his brother and how his brother becomes Juggernaut and how they hated each other and stuff. And then let's take this shit away from the Nazis. Get off that. Yeah. So if you want to do something, how about we make it the civil rights or something that's, even though that was close. It's close. Yeah, it was close. It's closer. Or make it, or you don't have to do it civil rights, and you just make it modern day. Like, you change the history of what's going on. Yes, we know that Magneto was a war person from the Nazis and stuff like that. Okay, so later on when he's introduced, we can say he was still kept at a concentration camp or some other shit. But don't worry about that now. Juggernaut and the X-Men, and then you can even have the Brotherhood, of evil mutants show up without him. But on the second one, hold on. But on the second one, what you do is you end the movie, because what you're doing is introducing these characters. And then on the second or the end of the movie, you show Xavier caught. I don't want you to put Wolverine in this. Don't put Wolverine in it. No Storm, no Nightcrawler, no nothing. You save that for the next movie when they end up on Coruscant. I think I got it right. The island. You got it. Coruscant Island. And then that's when the second movie, you know how the end credits go. Easter egg. That's when you have Xavier, where you see all the original X-Men, even Havoc now, they're getting absorbed by the corrosion of the island. And then this when you have him call out Wolverine, Storm, Banshee, Thunderbolt, which is Warpath's older brother. What was it? Who else was Nightcrawler? Cyclops. You got so you have them deal with the new 7 from the big book. And then you that's your new X-Men. And then what you do is then you have them fighting to try to save, their thing. And then that's when Gold Team and Blue Team kind of meet up, and then you can have that. But in the meantime also, because see, that's between 2021 when the first movie came out in 2024. So in the meantime, I thought about this. In the meantime, no. You on point. I ain't said nothing. You have Wolverine's standalone movie come out. You cast him well. It gotta be somebody under 5'10". You gotta have somebody that's under 5'10".
5'8", 5'7".
Exactly. You get that, and you have him, and you start the movie out from him being in Alpha Flight and going back and thinking about the X experience.
I'm glad you brought up Alpha Flight.
And at the end of his movie, just like they had in the comics, he turns around because he's like, he's up with the Canadian government. They're like, we want to talk to you. And then he turns around and it's Xavier, and he's like, I have a proposition for you, Logan. And then that's how you can incorporate him into the next movie. And in the other movies, you just go and in part 2 of the X-Men that come out in 2025, he's going to go get Wolverine, and he's going to go get Storm, and go get everybody. And then you can fight against Magneto or Apocalypse or the Sentinels can be there then.
Yeah. Now, like I said, man, you nailed ding, you nailed it. Because like I said, you said it earlier. The Avengers Alpha Flight was deeper than the Avengers. A lot of people don't know about Alpha Flight because my dog was Puck. My dog was Puck. Puck was a beast. Yeah, Puck was a beast. Like I said, that Wolverine standalone movie, I've already thought about it. You know what? Put him in his yellow suit, please. Mm-hmm. Have him fighting Sasquatch off the rip. You can even, if you want to get crazy, have it where he fought Sasquatch and the Hulk at the same time. People don't forget about that. You can start the movie off like that.
No, you're right. I did mention that at one time before. You're right, because that's how you incorporate the mutants into the MCU.
Yes. Man, I've thought about this, dreamed about this. Like I said, I'm writing different stories, but X-Men, like I said, X-Men, Fantastic Four, certain stories you can get it off the gate. You don't need it. Like I said, that's why I'll be tripping on Series Q. I'll be sitting here thinking, who's writing for these people? Yep. Because obviously they don't know anything about comics, and they don't know anything about the history. And I'm not saying you got to make these movies just like the comic book, but the true fans, the true geeks, the true people that know, if you put it in there, they'll get it.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I said, it's what you just detailed, right? That's it. That's it.
And it's simple.
What we
it's
just,
not. It's not. I don't understand how they didn't do it.
What we just detailed about the Fantastic Four. It's really simple.
How they didn't do that? How do
it's really simple.
How do you miss the mark with something that's literally a script is laid down for you?
In your face.
Yeah.
And this is another thing. I'm gonna jump to DC real quick. I'm sick and tired of DC. Dude, just have Superman and Darkseid. Just have them get it on. They already bought. You remember, Darkseid's the equivalent to Marvel's Apocalypse. I mean, the Marvel's Thanos.
Yeah.
Wow, what are we waiting for?
Yeah.
What are we waiting?
Remember, they were trying to hype him up. They were trying to hype him up like Thanos. That's the problem.
Right.
DC,
right. I'm sick.
It has been trying to copy off of Marvel's success from their movie success, and I hope. I'm just gonna say this real quick.
They need to do it now.
Again, that Joker sets them into a new page where they don't have to follow them.
And people don't understand how Joker. You get it, I get it. That Joker movie opened up a whole lot, and if DC can capitalize on it, they will be on top. I think that they need to, dude. It mind puzzles me, because like I said, that Joker, like you said, it's right there because they failed. And I'll be honest, I like Suicide Squad, but the Joker.
Oh, so you know what Suicide Squad was? I say this all the time. That was Focus Part 2. That was Margaret Robbie and Will Smith's Focus Part 2. Because they, I don't know if Jada has been coming to. She was at the damn screenings, but they have a chemistry that's they got a real unspoken chemistry between them two. It's kind of it's like some sexual tension between them two. And Margaret Robbie a badass girl too. Oh, some bad woman.
Margaret Robbie is top 10 easy.
Man, Margaret Robbie she's
I'll be looking at her like, damn.
Margaret Robbie.
Damn.
That's all I can.
Yeah, I'll be looking at her like, damn.
She's
damn. No, you're right. You're right.
She's on that level.
DC got a lot of work to do, because if you look at it on the DC movies, they don't have a lot of movies. They keep using Batman and Superman. Fail miserably with Green Lantern. Oh gosh, I almost threw up. Ryan Reynolds just wasn't the guy. And this is my thing. Why can't we get Hal Stewart for Green Lantern?
They were supposed to do that, but if you remember, they had talked about that.
Common was lobbying. Common was lobbying for the part hard, because like I said, I'm cool with I'm cool with Hal Jordan, bro.
Yeah,
we need to do Stewart, man. We need the Black Green Lantern. Come on now.
I was talking to, matter of fact, I think I mentioned this to Nia, or the video game her a while ago. I was like, we was talking about she had a post or something on Twitter about it a while ago, and I think Idris Elba was supposed to play him at one time. He was rumored. Mm-hmm. And I think he would be pretty good for it, of course. He would look like he'd be down for it.
Yeah, Common, Idris Elba. Like I said, we got to get that movie going, man. Green Lantern,
I think they said what they were doing at one point in time. I think if you remember, if I'm not mistaken, because I don't read DC as much as Marvel, or I don't know as much about DC as much as Marvel, but I hear say like from you and my other homeboys and stuff. Mm-hmm. Weren't they trying to kill? Didn't they kill Green Lantern off a couple years ago? And they were trying to kill him off, and they killed John Stewart off at one point in time a few years back. And then I remember somebody saying, this was in rumor-ish at the time, that they were killing him off because then they didn't have to put him in the movie. Because remember when he was supposed to be in the Justice League movie, and they just put Cyborg. Oh yeah, there can only be one black person in the movie anyway. So and I didn't like the way they did Cyborg anyway. They made Cyborg a bitch in the movie.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I was happy that there was a Justice League movie, but they could have did better. But yeah, you're right. They like I said, Avengers and the Avengers destroyed DC, but DC has a chance, because Avengers, even though I'm not going to get on my comic book. I'm not going to critique it too much. Avengers brought it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though, like I said, they could easily X-Men, Fantastic Four, even an Alpha Flight, bro, can be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But DC, let's get Darkseid, man. What are we waiting? You know what I'm saying? I ain't getting no younger.
And I'm like,
can we get
Darkseid
in?
Could really even do some Teen Titans. Some some Young Justice. Young Justice was the new X-Men, and they just let Young Justice just fall off.
Yeah, Young Justice.
Young Justice was the lit. That was the one.
But like I said, and like I keep asking you, what are they doing?
Let the folks know who you is, my dude. MRJ, a.k.a. Myron the Boss. What's good with you, bro?
Yeah, man. MRJ, M_R_space J. I'm in the works. This YouTube channel is going to be going pretty soon. I'm going to start streaming video games. Be chilling and follow me on the gram. MYRNRJ1 or MYRNRJ. Locked in with Q, man. Gonna be keep busting out this podcast. I'm just here, brother.
Yeah.
Man. I'm here for the ride.
We out here gaming on multiple facets. Gaming.
Exactly.
Shoot. We're gonna have to get on it. We're gonna have to get on this 2K pretty soon too.
See, 2K, I'm backlogged up, man, but yeah, I'm gonna get to it because, like I said, we're gonna have to start running some 2-on-2s.
Yeah, hell yeah, I wish we could be able to play with like the creative teams again. That would be cool. I wish we could get on 2K and play with like the GMO. Like I said, I was a GM, you was a GM. We could go, but we like the same folks, so we would. Yeah. It would be a little bit unless we did one of these numbers. You traded me. If you played with the Pelicans, you traded me BI. You had your Ball. You can have Kuzma.
I know. Oh man, R.I.P. Yeah, but nah, man, I appreciate you having me on the podcast, bro. We locked in. We talk almost every day, every other day.
We CMB, my dude. Yeah. We Cash Money Brothers. We all we got. It. We CMB. But as always, all love. I appreciate you stopping through. We got on here and we just didn't stop.
Oh yeah.
So this is one with it's gonna have a multitude of different
topics
exactly and stuff to cut. So when I
but how we do, man. Like I said, I'm about to hit that Geek stop in a minute.
Okay, cool.
Like I said, hit that Geek stop. Get me a couple shirts, support the campaign. But yeah, man, it was a pleasure, bro. You know how we do, man. Right. But yeah, it is all to the good, bro. So shoot. Until next time, right?
Until next time, my guy.
And if you're still thirsty, here's another video for you right here and right here. Water's wet.